Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to use a Scraptasic Club exclusive paper I had gotten in the January kit. I'm going to use a piece of acetate from Blvd Color Chaos, and this paper right here from Shoreline is Echo Park paper, as well as a piece of vellum. I'm going to go loosely off of a sketch here. At least the base of my layout is from a sketch. It is from Tracy Claiborne Engine Scows Ready Sketch Go 2 class, and I'm loosely using that sketch. So right here I'm trimming down the Echo Park paper, the acetate, and the vellum to 6x6, and this layout or this sketch is basically quadrants, so that's pretty much where my interpretation of it stopped. This totally went awry. In fact, when I started it, I started with the Scraptasic January kit because I still had a few papers left. They didn't really go with the picture I was going to use, so I pulled out some other ones, some other papers instead. But initially I did start a layout with that kit. It just was no good. So I went ahead and started again, and this one came out a little better, but still not fantastic. I'm not in love with this layout, but it's done and my story's on it, so there's that. Right here I am trimming down the sides because apparently that paper I use for the background is a little bit bigger than 12 by 12. This is the second trimmer that I had purchased, and I do like it for cutting layers or acid. The reason I pulled it out is because cutting the acetate. I do like it for that, but it doesn't have an arm, so you can't really measure out more than, I think the base might be 8 inches on it. Pulled out my sewing machine here. I'm sewing all the quadrants, sewing around them. Here I am showing a pack of stickers. I had gotten these at the dollar store for $1. So I used some Stays-On ink, and I'm going to color this piece here black, and I'm going to color one of the corner pieces with that pink Stays-On. But the pink ends up being a different color than the Echo Park paper that I was using. Right here is some Project Life gold rub-ons. I rubbed them onto vellum and cut them out. They don't make it. Here I'm going to go ahead and pull out those dollar store stickers. They turned out pretty cute once the color was on them. I didn't care for the beige color. They also smell kind of funny, but I kept them. That's where I tried to use that pink and it was not going to work. I am going to play around with these rub-ons, these gold rub-ons, for quite some time, and I do a lot of arranging around. Here I am doing the other corner piece of that sticker with the black, and I put it aside to let it dry. Here is a Allison Craft by Echo Park cut apart sheet. I thought I might use that love, and I don't. This was a difficult layout for me, and I'm not really sure why I struggled so much with it. It was bad. I've been in a little bit of a slump lately anyway, and so I've bought a little bit of new product here and there thinking that would help, and it didn't. So I bought a D-stash. Didn't really light a fire. So I don't know what my malfunction is, but I'm just going to keep working it and something will work out eventually. These little vellum pieces that say love on them, and also some phrases, I had gotten those at a garage sale a few months ago, and I believe they are from Creative Memories, and I have a whole pack of them, and I've never used one of them. Right here I'm trying to make this little card work, and I think it says today is, I'm not sure, I can't really, it's kind of blurry on my screen, I can't tell. It is a Scraptasic piece as well as that flare. Neither one of those pieces are going to end up on this layout either. Right here, those are papers I'm going through. A lot of them came in that Scraptasic kit. As did those bow wood veneers, which also don't make it. So maybe I should just cut this out and you wouldn't have to see my struggle. But it was a struggle. So this picture that is right here, it says safety. This is a binder. Okay, so I have to do safety at work. Now when I first started my job, I did not do, my background is accounting, and I went to work at this company, and suddenly I'm doing all sorts of other stuff, very little accounting, and within the last couple years, safety was thrown onto my desk, and I hate safety. It is the most boring thing ever. So I brought my safety Bible, is what I call it, home, and I decorated it with washi tape. I thought if I made it look fun, maybe I would be more interested in actually doing the safety, performing my safety tasks. That didn't really work, but it does sit there and look pretty. Although I am going to tell you, I did put some gel matte medium down on the front of the binder and put the washi tape over it. Some of it is peeling up already. So that didn't work out that great, but I'm keeping it. It makes my job a little more tolerable. Well, not all my job is safety, but it makes my safety portion of my job a little more tolerable. And that's basically what I'm talking about in my journaling. So I went ahead and decided to cut this other 6x6 piece of paper down. It came out of a paper pad, the watermelon something paper pad. I think I picked it up from Michael's. And that is going to go in the center of the layout. That helps it some, I think. And I pulled out a Heidi Swap paper pad and fussy cut out all these kind of a gray toned flower. I'm going to use these stickers. They are Lindsay font, and it says safety fun ... or not. And I'm just going to put down those flowers. And a lot of times if I'm stuck, that is what I will do. I will fussy cut out flowers and stick them down. And it doesn't always save the day. This is kind of a case in point. Right here is a flare. It says real life. I had gotten that from a flare for buttons. Down at the bottom there wasn't any pink, so I pulled out this punch. I got this punch in a D-stash, I think from Erica, and I'm going to go ahead and layer some of those flowers up on the pink paper I punched out, and also tuck it behind those gray flowers just to bring some of that pink down to the bottom right. I also use another fussy cut flower as well as one of those punches and put it up there next to safety in the dots to kind of fill in that space a little bit. That acrylic piece, that acrylic arrow, it is a Scraptasic Club exclusive. You can see it laying over to the right. There it is. I keep trying to make that work. Becky, it is not going to work. Give it up. I try to make it work all the time. It is like always out on my desk. And it never works on anything. And I can't even tell if it's really red or if it's pink. I'm not sure. This probably is the most it has matched anything as far as color wise, but it wasn't working for me. I have no idea what I'm going to do with those. So that's where I put down that other flower and punch, and I'm sticking a flower behind it. After that, I pull out this Dilutions paint. I think it's called Cherry something, and I watered it down and make splatters around the page with it. After that, I don't do anything else to the layout. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.